Hello, welcome. Happy New Year's, brothers, sisters, and lovers. So, I thought I would take this time to bring in this new year with an oracle reading, drawing from the Osho Zen Tarot deck. So, I'll be using the tarot deck, which is all taking teachings and messages from Osho, who was a Zen yogi master, really potent teachings in his book. So, I thought I would see what's in store for us for this new year. It could be a good time to set intentions for things that you'd like to do or ways you'd like to show up for yourself in the new year. But I thought I'd use these tools to see what the universe, see what our higher selves might know or might be able to hint at of what this year will bring, or a flavor of what this year will bring, to help just give some information. And with more information, we're better informed. And when we're better informed, we can make more empowering decisions. So I'd like to help us all to see what these messages are for this year. So I will take my deck of tarot cards and first give it a little shuffle. I'll be pulling a card, then reading along from the book, and I'll add in my own insight or whatever channeling comes from me in the moment. All right, so I'm just going to pull the very top card with my left hand, representing the feminine receptivity, to see what this year has in store for us. Okay, so right off the bat, I just want to note that this is a love-based tool set. So even if the card initially might seem like it might be a little negative, it's all based out of love. So it's all ways for us to move from love into love. And sometimes it has to look at things that might be a little uncomfortable to be able to get that or transcend or move out of the next state. And by really seeing and acknowledging what's actually happening, that allows us to see the trap that we're in, opposed to it just kind of being elusive or evasive. So the card that I pulled is a fire card, 10, and it is suppression. All right, so that's what the card looks like. So now I will turn to the page in which this is on, which is the Suit of Fire on page 96. So I'll first read a commentary from the person who put this together, and then read the message or the teaching associated with it from Osho himself. So there's the card. The commentary. The figure on this card is quite literally all tied up in knots. His light still shines within, but he has repressed his own vitality, trying to meet so many demands and expectations. So have you maybe experienced that, where it's just like you have this big laundry list of things you want to do, and because of the weight of all these expectations that you're putting on yourself or you're feeling from others, it's hard to move. It's hard to actually feel alive and vitalized. This is kind of what this is pointing to here. He has given up all his own power and vision in return for being accepted by the very same forces that have imprisoned him. The danger of suppressing one's natural energy in this way is apparent in the cracks of a volcanic eruption about to take place around the edges of the image. The real message of this card is to find a healing outlet for the potential explosion. It is essential to find a way to release whatever tensions and stresses might be building up inside you right now. Beat on a pillow, jump up and down, go out into the wilderness and scream at the empty sky. Anything to shake up your energy and allow it to circulate freely. Don't wait for a catastrophe to happen. So, oftentimes what can happen is it's like we have this sense of that we're like stuck in this pattern of doing for others or doing for what we think we should be doing, and it gets this like buildup of anxiety or depression or just like angst because we're not in alignment with our higher selves. We're not really allowing our heart's desire to be known and to be acted upon. We're suppressing that with what we think or what we're getting from external sources of what we should be doing, instead of truly listening to our heart's calling and our heart's desire for our own purpose. So this is saying that it's very potent to find an outlet, to find a way to release any anxiety or built up suppression that might be coming in the form of resentment towards self or others. So setting aside some time, prioritizing time to connect to yourself, to connect back into your heart space, to release any frustration. So it could be going for a walk with your dog, going skiing, going for a hike out in nature, to doing some asana, some movements, some martial arts, meditation. So whatever you're naturally going to want to do to help you connect back to a state of higher self, those are the things to do. Those are the things to help release that stuck energy. So now the message from Osho. Suppression. In Sanskrit, the name is Aya Vijnan, the house where you go on throwing into the basement things you want to do but you cannot because of social conditions, culture, civilization. But they go on collecting there and they affect your actions, your life, very indirectly. Directly, they cannot face you. You have forced them into the darkness, but from the dark side, they go on influencing your behavior. They are dangerous. It is dangerous to keep all those inhibitions inside of you. It is possible that these are the things that come to a climax when a person goes insane. Insanity is nothing but all those suppressions coming to a point where you cannot control them anymore. But madness is acceptable, while meditation is not. And meditation is the only way to make you absolutely sane. So this is saying, it's like we're moving through the day and we have things that we actually want to do, but we don't allow ourselves to do those things because there's not time. Because I need to first take care of the logistics before I can do these things that I actually want to do, So this is saying, take the time for yourself. This could be the year to maybe do one or two things that you actually want to do. Make it tangible, make it doable. Try to pull out one thing that you really want to do and then turn your attention to that. Carve out space to do the one thing that you want to do. It could be spending more time with family, with loved ones, with children, with friends. It could be going out for a hike, taking some actual time for yourself. Maybe there's a project or something that you really want to do that might seem like it's silly or nothing might come from it, but do it. Listen to your heart's calling. Do the weird, awkward, or the weird, funny things that you actually want to do that you think that you're not allowed to do. Just start doing them, and you might be surprised of what floodgates that can release. So for the new year, bringing this idea of perhaps dancing out of suppression, of holding back from our true selves, from our heart's calling. So freedom, radical freedom to be ourselves. I think I feel complete with this reading. If you would like your own personalized reading, I offer those via Skype, via phone call, or in person. Feel free to message me. You can get in contact with me or connect up to all my social media links via my webpage, which is stephenmasulo.com. stephenmasulo.com, and we can work out a donation-based price that feels right for you for an hour or so long reading. That can be really a way to personalize these yoga concepts or these more broader wisdom tradition concepts into a teaching for you, which is all based off of what your higher self is directing you to see or to know. So soft strength coming into this new year, and I hope you have an amazing time with this new year, with this day. Varying degrees of comfort and discomfort. Everything is great. Everything is with divine purpose, divine wisdom behind it. So go out and conquer. Take advantage of yourself. Take advantage of your higher purpose, your heart. Take advantage of freedom of play, radical play. Soft strengths, brothers, sisters, and lovers. Mwah.